Alright everyone, it is I, Schrodinger's Jester Valentine. Today, well right now I'm troubleshooting the game. Yeah, apparently this game still does not save your graphics settings whenever you boot up, and that is really bad. Because, you know, my PC's basically garbage. So, yeah, anytime a game does not save my settings like this, it's just bad all around. But no, seriously, today we're going to be playing more Indigo Park because apparently there's actually a lot of stuff I missed originally when I did my previous playthrough. And upon realizing that, I was like, ah shit, I should go back and, you know, redo this and find everything. And thus, here we are today, at the settings menu as I try to figure out what my OG settings were before. And then once I have all that jazz figured out, then we'll actually start the game. Alright, let's see. So, yeah. Because we want this value, GPU usage, to be as low as possible, and goddamn Vanguard. Alright, global illumination method. We do want global illumination at least. Foliage, medium. Shadow quality, medium. Post-processing, good enough. There will be no goddamn anti-aliasing whatsoever. View distance, yeah, we want that to be good. Yeah, I think that's it. And then textures, we want medium. Because my PC cannot do epic. So... Alright, we got mostly, you know, 50-50 straightened out. It's mostly cool, sick, nice now. Ah, yes. The same ugly resolution that I played the original game in, or did my original playthrough in. Sorry about all the tech issues in the beginning. This is one of those games where you gotta do a lot of tech support stuff at the beginning to get it to run right. Otherwise my PC will damn near blue screen.
For all who journey to this newfound paradise, we welcome you. Indigo Park offers a slice of the American dream to call your own. In this place, echoes of days gone are brought back to life as a new generation captures a glimpse
Ah, there's the opening speech.
Indigo Park pays homage to the values, dreams,
Which, if you pay attention closely, you'll notice that Rambly, not saying Rambly, but there is old Lloyd back there. That'll become more relevant in the future. And apparently the protagonists we're playing as is actually male. I thought they were female in the original game. No, because I just don't pay attention. I thought we were Laura Sparks. Bird up. So yeah, the park was de jure, like it was evacuated, shut down after an incident. Like it didn't, like, you know, it's not that typical, oh, everyone mysteriously vanished BS you usually see in these games. My personal Mascot horror game I plan on making goes one step further. It says that most of the people were killed in the event that led to its closure, but yeah, I just tend to be a bit of an emo edgelord and just always go one step further. That's just me. Oh, great. Lights are frozen again. That is so fantastic. At least views aren't. But yeah, YouTube's been doing this weird thing where every now and then, on certain videos, likes will be completely frozen. Like, it doesn't matter if somebody hits the like button, it won't register. And I don't know what the hell's going on there, but yeah, I don't like that. Nostalgia. And again, I am playing at the absolute goddamn lowest settings possible. Because my PC cannot play it on any higher settings, of course. But there is supposed to be something hidden out here. What the? What the fuck? You can actually walk through the rubble? Alright. Okay, we can't get to it. You can't get to it, via normal ways, but there is, like, a little, mannequin. Like, because, originally he was planning to have this be a third-person game. Like, during development, and ever since then, the OG mannequin got stuck out there, and he just never removed it. And also, once again, I do want, before, you know, we continue on, I do want to note this. So, you know Rambly the raccoon. Well, the thing is, he wasn't actually the original mascot. And we'll get into why way down the line. Because it's actually pretty shocking, but yeah, he wasn't the OG mascot of the park. That was actually Lloyd the lion. And again, we'll explain more on this in a minute.
Hi there! And welcome to Indigo Park! The world's most innovative and engaging family fun experience! Jump into the world of your favorite character. Wait!
What the?
Our first guest in 2,920 days, 4 hours, 23 minutes, and 38 seconds.
So, first guest in 8 years.
Rambly the raccoon. And it's my job to make sure your experience here at Indigo Park is the most fun it can be. Just hop on over to the registration center to your left, where our friendly assistant will help you begin your adventure in the park.
Hi, it's Molly Macaw.
Hi, I'm Rambly the raccoon, and it's my job to make sure your experience here at Indigo Park is registered. Let me just get a good look at you. I don't seem to have your face in our guest list. Is this your first time here at the park, or did you just get plastic surgery? No worries, it's Rambly Tuesday, so you qualify for a big discount on your visit.
Notice
Follow
how
me
he
to the
says
main
he
gate.
doesn't have
Ooh, I
their
can't wait for you to
guests
see everything
in the
Indigo
park,
has to offer.
and yet this guy was supposedly here a real long time ago. I don't know. Maybe it's just because he's not wearing like a proper like. I imagine that if you're gonna go into an abandoned building like this, especially one that's been like, you know, boarded up and stuff, and has like tons of security and barricades all around it and all that jazz, you're gonna wanna, you know, like use proper.
What's the holdup? The gate is open. Head on into the entryway.
You're gonna want to use
Hold
like
on.
some kind of like
Promising,
ski
the
mask
gate
or
is not
something.
open. There seems to be an error message being sent from the gate's power unit. Lucky you! You get to be the first person to try our turn on the generator mini Rambly venture. Have fun!
Okay, one thing I do notice, aside from, you know, the whole comment on the ski mask thing, you know, to further elaborate on that, Rambly seems completely oblivious to what's going on inside the park. And I don't mean like he, you know, like he's just, you know, just following his programming and all that jazz. Like, yeah, sure, he's following all of his programming, but he seems knowingly like just omitting a bunch of info about what's going on, and then towards the end, he finally admits that, you know, things were not all right.
The Indigo Violet Compact Power Generator. But it seems to be inoperable. Looks like it's missing a piece. Can you find it?
Huh. There you are. Wasn't too hard. And needless to say, I love how the character is fully modeled. Like, that's a huge step up from, you know, Poppy Playtime, which Poppy Playtime itself is, you know, mostly good. Or is at the very least serviceable. Like, here's the thing about Poppy Playtime. Poppy Playtime is less Mascot horror, more Resident Evil style, you know, military sci-fi horror wrapped into Mascot horror, like a Mascot horror facade, like Visage. Wherever the hell you want to say that. So, yeah, in other words, basically just Resident Evil, but with cute mascots. That's all I'm gonna just say about Poppy Playtime. Poppy Playtime can barely be counted as Mascot horror. That's more military sci-fi, grimdark horror, like, you know, Resident Evil and all that jazz. With a thin coat of of Mascot horror paint.
Okay, for real this time. Welcome to Indigo Park.
Whereas this is definitely Mascot horror in comparison. This is more traditional Mascot horror, but way better done than, you know, Garden of Banban or Venge, which, again, Venge I consider more down the Resident Evil-y route. Excuse me.
Oh, silly Rambly. Every guest needs a critter cuff. That will allow you access to reserved areas, charge payments to your room, and wear a critter cuff. I think there's some in the gift shop. Head in there and I'll get you set up.
Bendy, in all honesty, Bendy started out as traditional Mascot horror, but then it got more and more into,
A new way to interact with the park that also doubles as a pedometer, heart monitor, and mood ring.
Alright.
Disclosure agreement included.
I'll explain it a little later. But yeah, here's my feelings on Bendy. Bendy started out as, you know, traditional Mascot horror, but then...
Uh-oh, the door mysteriously locked. Why not test out your band and save the day?
Rambly, can I do monologue for just 3 minutes?
The park, and we can start our Indigo adventure.
I need to explain to the viewers what's What the? Oh, it's just a t-shirt. There we go. Alright, finally. But yeah, as I was saying. So, where do we begin? Oh yeah, Bendy's in a unique spot where it's still kinda like the original Ink Machine games. They were very much Mascot horror. They were more towards the Mascot horror end of things. But then the sequel, Dark Revival, started going down this edgy, grimdark, Resident Evil-esque line of thought, and really became, you know, more of your traditional like sci-fi grimdark story, and you know, abandoned Mascot horror pretty much entirely. You know, I think we could all agree on that. I think we could all agree that, you know, Bendy has gone a very Resident Evil-esque route of definitely not being considered Mascot horror nowadays with where they've gone. Also, again, just want to take a note. Note how he's here. How Lloyd's here, but yet Bendy isn't. Or Rambly isn't. I'm so sorry. My mind is... elsewhere. Alright, let's explore... That's odd. Okay, so... you see how that light's glowing? That light's glowing right there? Notice how when you turn off the, when you turn off the flashlight, no light's coming out. A bit of a dev oversight, but not egregious. Unlike certain other games. Nothing too wrong with this one. Ah, so there was an advertisement for Rambly's Railroad. Very well drawn. I will say, a lot more passion has been put into this than, for as much as I hate to admit, this game does have a lot more passion put into it than Poppy Playtime, which kind of sucks to admit. Like, sure, Poppy Playtime does have passion put into it too. Like, I'm not gonna deny that. But there are things about Poppy Playtime that I just cannot ignore. Ooh! Number one, the cash grabby stuff. Yeah, that's not so great. Number two, Chapter 3 was a double-edged sword. Like, I tried to enjoy it, but there were some points of the game, like Dog Day's horribly choreographed boss fight, you know, his chase sequence, that I just could not.
Looks like the park is going through some renovations. For the
See,
convenience, your Rambly Tuesday discount will be 3% off. Why not celebrate this great deal with a ride on my railroad? To test your sleuthing skills, I'll let you find this one all by yourself.
see, look at him, he's hiding everything. He's still not exactly telling the truth. Oh my god, they're doing the DreamWorks pose, and I just realized that now. Well, Rambly was on the monitor, that is. Which is also called the Gynex pose, which is also called just folding your arms. But yeah, Poppy is fun, but there's a lot of variable quality in the chapters, especially Chapter 3. Like, my god. Dog Day boss fight, worst ever. I actually hated that. Miss Delight's boss fight wasn't too bad. Like her entire boss fight was actually the most enjoyable.
Your facial data suggests you may be a bit older than the target audience for this ride, but it's one of my favorites. Do you know why Rambly the raccoon loves Rambly's Railroad?
Because, I like trains! Yo, an ASDF movie reference. I don't really know if it is. I'm gonna be honest. But wouldn't be surprised if it was. But yeah, like her boss fight was good. Dog Days was kind of meh. Catnaps I literally can't play on my current mouse because this mouse has like just tons of because it's still the same old dog shit workstation mouse I've been using, so yeah, just not a good fit.
Welcome to Rambly's Railroad. I'm Conductor Rambly.
What the? Oh, unique geese logo, hell yeah!
Oh look, it's Molly McCaw.
It's Molly McCaw, the greatest pilot you ever saw.
You sure are, Mol. Why, you only crashed into 6 bars this week.
I'm not crashing, Rambly. I'm barnstorming.
This isn't crashing, this is falling with style!
It barely hurts at all. Say, those young adventurers you've got along
I had to do the Buzz Lightyear voice. Like, it was too much to pass up.
Come on out and greet the people.
Hi, Rambly.
Why the long face and body?
You've known me for 100 years, Rambly.
Which, by the way, the 100 years thing is the lore thing.
Always longing for a new seashell for my collection.
Like in lore, Fenley is supposed to be 100 or so years.
How about you come into it instead?
At least in character lore. Like the original Mascot lore. Not in actual game lore. In actual game lore, he's much younger.
It's as blue as me. I hope you'll visit. I'm so lonely.
Oceanic Odyssey currently closed for repairs.
Then notice right here how he suddenly starts glitching out as soon as somebody tries to talk about Salem. Also note the gore in Salem's exhibit. Honestly, I have very mixed feelings about that. Like, I definitely think that they're hiding something about Salem. Like, someone wants some history covered up and erased. Not Rambly, he hurts Lloyd, he hurts Lloyd. What the? Okay, when we get out to the main area, we gotta talk about this.
Hey there, Lloyd.
Do not shame me with that common folk name. I am the proud, the prestigious, the
See, yeah, he hates the...
lion, actor extraordinaire.
What the?
Lloyd.
Of course,
Okay, I did not notice that before. But yeah, Lloyd is... Okay, we're gonna talk about this a bit.
So, what do you think? Pretty fun, right? Now you know all about my friends and Lloyd. So, where do you want to go?
What the? Yep, you can see right there. Molly is definitely on the hunt now. But yeah. And also, notice how the Ferris wheel is still running. Really makes me wonder how many other how many other rides are still running too? Because like the Ferris wheel's still up. I imagine a few of the coasters are still up. So that gives us an idea then that whatever happened here, you know, the evacuation was very hasty. Like, they did not have enough time to even shut down all the rides properly. And they were just left to continue running and running and running and running for a very, very long time.
Hey, buddy, come over here. This here is an information kiosk. If there's anything around the park you want to ask me about, just stop by here and I'll ramble on about it. Oh, a Molly plush. She's always been my best friend. Did you know she builds planes in her landing pad at the park? And then she crashes them. She's so talented.
But yeah, I should talk a bit about what the hell's going on with one, Molly's statements. So first up, Molly Macaw, what the hell she was on, rambling on about with, oh, there we go. Now my PC. Yeah, I expect this piece of junk to, cut out randomly. That's just an issue with this PC in general. It's just an old-ass piece of junk that could barely, like, stream anymore. But gotta make do with what I have, is the mantra I always say. With what little I have. But yeah, let's first talk about Molly Macaw, what she said there. And the whole Lloyd situation. So it's fairly obvious that Lloyd is the first mascot of the park. Like, there's a little area where you can see Rambly taking the deed from Lloyd. And, you know, converting Lloyd's limousines into Rambly Railroad. You can see, you know, all that jazz going on. You can see in the opening full motion video, in fact, how Lloyd's face was right then and there. Like, you know, he was right on the, you know, outside. And, you know, a couple of years before the theme park got evacuated, it got changed to Rambly's face instead. So what this tells us is that Rambly is far before, you know, like he came far after Lloyd did. And what the... Okay, I gotta admit, I do not like the collider setup. I think a lot of times it's just... But, you know, I digress. That's just, you know, OG complaints way back in my first playthrough of this game. I think other than the collider issues and a lot of other weird creative decisions, this game is damn good. Like, damn near perfection, as far as I could tell. But yeah, let's talk a bit more about what Molly said. So yeah, Rambly came far after, and then apparently, like, tortured or hurt the actual, like, Lloyd mascot in some way, turning him feral. But here's the thing about that. Like, here's the thing about the Lloyd incident and all that jazz. Like, when Lloyd attacks us, you're gonna see her in a minute. When Lloyd attacks us, it doesn't seem like his intention is to kill us. Like, you know, sure, he might have bad intention. Like, sure, he might not have had the best intentions. Like, he was at least gonna beat us up, thinking that we were Rambly. Or some jazz like that. But I don't think his intentions were to kill us. And you'll see why in a minute. Like, I definitely... Hey, Joshua! How you doing? Do a second playthrough of Indigo Park where I explore all the secrets and, like, lore, because apparently there's a lot of stuff I missed in my first playthrough of the game. But then again, during my first playthrough, I wasn't feeling the best, so... You know, I just generally just wasn't very attentive then. Anyway.
Wow, is that a limited edition gold Rambly plush? Parents were fighting tooth and nail for those things when they came out. Seriously, our employees had to clean up so many stray teeth and nails. Hard to believe there was all that demand for a regular Rambly plush we just blasted with gold
What
paint.
the... They had to clean up stray teeth and nails? Excuse me? A Bird Up is a 7-Up parody, by the way. Like, all of these are... Like, Bird Up is a parody of the Pepsi drink 7-Up. Colon is a parody of, that's pretty obvious. Soda is a parody of Fanta. Dr. Muncher is a parody of, Pepsi's Dr. Pepper. This is Indigo Park. It's a Mascot horror game made by Unique Geese. And basically what you do is you go through this abandoned amusement park only to find that lots of stuff has happened since then. And though it may seem like Rambly is like, you know, though it may seem pretty simple on the surface, there's a lot of stuff that I'm discussing right now that really shows this game goes way deeper than you think. Yeah, water is a parody of H2O. Yes, exactly. Exactly, just a parody of old dihydrogen oxide. But yeah, as I was saying. Yeah. Also, notice the clock tower. Yeah, some things definitely went wrong up there. No doubt. But, as I was saying, notice how Molly's first response upon seeing us was, "He hurts Lloyd, he hurts Lloyd." Now, here's my thoughts on that. Alright, here's my theory on that. We've been confirmed numerous times by Unique Geese that AI Rambly, the Rambly we see, the Rambly we know, will never turn on us. He will never backstab us. He will never turn evil throughout the story. Like, he's sticking with us to the very end. But, this big but, there are one of two possibilities here. Either A, there is, you know, actual Rambly, i.e. Mascot form Rambly, who is always bitter, jealous, and spiteful, and that's why he set everything, you know, on fire. That's why he brought the entire park down, was just out of bitterness and jealousy. Of being no one's favorite. Like, so either A, that's the case, or B, and more likely because it was never mentioned that there was an actual, like, mascot Rambly. So either that A or B, one of the employees dressed up as Rambly started hurting all the mascots, turning them feral, and is now definitely alive somewhere in the park. Because here's the thing, there's some kind of other dude here. Someone who definitely does not like our presence in the park, and definitely wants it to be known we are not welcome. And that we should leave or get killed. And the Indigo brand is still alive and well. Like, the company is still alive and well, even despite this setback. So, it wouldn't be shocking to think that they still have, like, some guy.
Wow, look at that! You're at Jetstream Junction! Oops, looks like Jetstream Junction's being tuned up. Last I checked, there's a security office in the back of the theater. Maybe a friendly wrangler can help you get in!
And this is... But yeah, there's definitely some kind of evil Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. By moon, by night. Alternative gifts. Alternative gifts. I can already imagine what kind of alternative gifts they're talking about. Jesus, in a family theme park? What the hell? Just, why? You know what? Not even gonna ask. Not even gonna ask questions. Some questions just should be asked. So it's why the hell they were selling Rambly themed sex toys in a family theme park. Yeah, just not even gonna ask that. But yeah, Indigo Park is definitely one of those games where it goes a lot deeper than you think. Especially the lore regarding Indigo themselves. Like, it's obvious that the company was into a lot more than just entertainment. Like, there was some kind of other development. What the? Other development going on that, like, concerned, like, you know, bioweapons and all that jazz. So, again, go in the more Resident Evil-y, Poppy Playtime-y route of things.
Hey, buddy, I've got eyes all over the park, but I can't see anything behind the stage. If you're going back there, be careful. Your Kritikov is not yet able to resuscitate you.
Okay, so I do want to note, he says he doesn't have eyes backstage, but yet there are cameras. But yet there are cameras everywhere. So either A, he's just straight up lying to us. Like, he just straight up is just flat out lying about not knowing what's going on back here. Or B, and more likely, there is some other person who is controlling the cameras. Either Mascot Rambly or the leftovers of whatever was what's truly going on here. Like, in other words, I have a theory that we're definitely not alone here. Like, and that the accident that happened was no accident. Somebody released something into these mascots. And now they're trying to carry out some really screwed up stuff. Hey, Fox Slice, how you doing? How you doing, my deli slice fox? Slice fox does sound good. Oh wait, I'm a fox. Happy cannibalism. We're getting the hell out of here. Also, notice how the sound that put Lloyd in so much pain was emitted from her critter cuff again. There's definitely something going on there, I feel. Something Rambly is not telling us. Like, he knows the true mastermind behind all this, but either they're somehow preventing him from telling, or he just straight up can't remember. One of the two. Same here, I'm doing pretty good too. Again, not asking any questions about why you exist. By moon, by night.
Say, why don't you check out Molly's rooftop races? It's not far from here, and it's a great warm-up before we get into the bigger rides. Just take it up at Molly's landing pad.
Again, notice how he still acts like everything is just fine. Like, nothing is going on, you know, all carefree and all that jazz. Again, he might just be following his programming. But I don't know. a lot of what he's been doing. Recently, a lot of the moves he's been doing. You know, you know, crazy hiding everything, seemingly oblivious to everything that's going on around him. And, you know, just trying to, like, if he was just following his programming, then he wouldn't constantly, you know, overcorrect. And, you know, seemingly make up new stuff along the way. So clearly he's hiding something.
Oh no, this is horrible. Looks like Molly crashed into the ride again. Don't worry though, your pal Rambly has the repairman on speed dial.
Wait, so there were prior incidents?
Sorry, the number you have dialed has been disconnected or is no longer in service. Please check the number and dial again.
Say, why don't you check out Molly's landing pad? It's not far from here, and it's a great cool down after that exhilarating ride. Just take a down from Molly's rooftop races.
See, there he is. Again. Acting like nothing's happened. Also, that is the Zamperla plane ride. Like, I might not be, you know, the biggest theme park enthusiast. Well, okay, that's a lie. But, like, you know, I do a lot of theme park stuff all the time. Like, I play Planet Coaster and all that jazz. Alright. But yeah. But I do know my stuff about, you know, like theme park rides and stuff. That one is the exact same model as Astro Orbiter from Disney. In other words, a Zamperla plane ride. I forget exactly what they're named. Those are a lot of fun, by the way, the Astro Orbiter rides. Those are actually a lot of fun. Okay, so there is a bit of a secret here, by the way, guys. Unreal Engine was not made for these side-scroller games. Yeah, it definitely was not made for side-scrollers or platformers in general, which is my biggest... Like, that's my only big beef I have with Ad Time. Like, I love the game otherwise, but why the fuck do they have to choose Unreal Engine. Of any engine they could have gone with. And the reason why I'm jumping down lots of holes, by the way, guys, is the big ugly secret in this game can only be discovered once you jump down. Yeah, Unreal Engine is good in open source. But one of the things I do complain with about Unreal Engine is for how good it is, there is a bit of movement drift, like with Trails of Cold Steel 2. Like, air control is not a great thing there. And because of Unreal's poor air control, a hat in time was borderline impossible at times. But, so yeah, it's great for most games, but platformers it always has a bit of an issue with. Yeah, I didn't succeed. But I usually like Unreal Engine games. Whenever I play Unreal Engine games, I know I'm getting a good game. Well, most of the time. Most of the time I know that I'm not, you know, that I'm not just gonna guess and play a lot of guesswork with, you know, how the game performs. Unlike Unity. Unity games are by far the worst when it comes to, like, you know, making sure everything's working right and all that jazz. Yeah. Like, Unity, like, Unreal, I have a lot of good things to say about. Unity, on the other hand, Unity, I have a very mixed bag of things to say about. Alright, let's see. Yeah, Unity's better for, like, open world games. Unreal's better for, like, pretty much everything else. Like, there's a reason why all Cold Steel games use Unreal. Especially Cold Steel 3. Cold Steel 3 is when they upgrade to Unreal Engine 4. Which, by the way, is why I'm waiting for the new PC to arrive before we play Cold Steel 3, because my PC has such variable performance on, like, newer versions of UE and whatever. That I do have to, like, be very careful. Alright, we might not be able to, yeah, we might not be able to, go through. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to, find this secret, tonight, unfortunately, but oh well. So the secret was, if you could fall down the proper way, very hard to do. you'll find that there is, like, that she's, like, trapped in a cage. Like, there's, like, 2 Mollys, one good one, and another trapped in a cage. But yeah, you'll find that yeah, Molly Macaw, you'll find that there's like 2 of them. One trapped in a cage, and another who you have to fight. What the? But yeah, as I was saying. And that makes me wonder, like, is that indicative that, you know, there might be something more going on here? Or that, like, I don't know, maybe one of the mascots was, like, swapped out? I don't know. Just a lot of thinking, goddammit. Alright, so that's a star. And again, wait, where? Damn it! The blow is just particle effect. Oh well. Circle. But here's why that makes me suspicious. Yeah, exactly, Red Star. But yeah. Kinda raises more questions than answers. And to be honest, I think either A, Rambly is had a lot more than we think. Or B, something else is going on. Because I don't know why, but for as much as I want to trust this, as much as I want to trust Rambly, oh, blue star. Okay, so green triangle, blue star. Fucking hell. Alright. Oh, I don't like this. We're playing Indigo Park. We're going back through Game of Chicken and seeing if I could get like most of the secrets I missed in the first time. And you'll say I did find out some pretty interesting things on my second playthrough. Number one, it seems our little Rambly raccoon, you know, at least, like, either A, the AI is not as trustworthy as we're led to believe, or B, there's another Rambly raccoon, and he is, not a very nice guy. Like, he tortures all the other mascots and turns them insane. Alright guys, get ready to hear the most Trails of Cold Steel music you have ever heard in any horror game, period. This is Sen no Kiseki, Rambly's adventure. Ah! 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 Ah!
Welcome to the Rambly's Wranglers registered room. Here we have plenty of amenities and... okay. I can see in your facial tracking that you're angry, upset. Transparency is an important part of our policy here at Indigo Park, so... I need to be honest about something. The park has been inactive for years. Employees stopped showing up, guests too. The mascots are... I just was so excited to see a visitor, and I wanted to be
You were eyeing something.
Possible. But I was confined to the entrance for so long, I didn't realize just how much disrepair the park has fallen into.
Another thing, if it was confined to the entrance for so long, then how come, like, he could literally appear anywhere, and plus,
I have an idea.
his servers are elsewhere in the park, right?
I just can't execute
Yeah, exactly, the blood. Yeah, that's when I found out that she wasn't a goddamn animatronic. And that terrified me.
Willing to help me restore the park?
Like, the minute the blood and gore went everywhere, I was like,
Ooh, I'm so excited.
that thing's not an animatronic! And that Can you imagine how scared I was when I found out that that wasn't
Rookie
an
Wrangler
animatronic?
Register. Your first official job as one of Rambly's Wranglers Register is to get out of the Rambly's Wranglers Register room. Head left towards the Rookie Wranglers Register security room to set yourself free. Phew, kind of exhausting to say that whole spiel, but Rambly's Wranglers Register is a registered trademark that expired yesterday.
But yeah, the gore just... that's when I was like, oh my god. This guy is not an animatronic. And that was just terrifying as hell. Like, I actually bolted out of my seat. Or at least bolted out of my chair when that happened. Like, I was...
Uh-oh, that Rambly's Wranglers room is only accessible by Royal Wranglers. Maybe one day you'll grow up big and strong enough to enter it. But for now, don't.
Like, that was actually terrifying. Like, you know, back then I was doing my usual scared act. Like, you know, come on, come on! And all that jazz. Because, you know, my usual Outlast Trials act. Because, let's be honest here. I was not as scared of her as I am now back then. Like, you know, I thought, oh, she's just an evil animatronic. I've dealt with these before. You know, not that terrifying. But as you heard when we got to the room towards the end now, I did a loud feral scream instead because I'm actually terrified of her now. A lot more than I was when I thought she was an animatronic. But I do want to talk about some things regarding Rambly. So, first up, Rambly is an AI database. Like, he's a mainframe. So, in other words, his main servers will be elsewhere in the park. So, he was not... So, I'm already not buying the whole thing about him being confined to the front entrance. Like, I definitely think there's something up there. And I don't like it. So, yeah, that's one thing I do want to say. You know, on the first playthrough, I was like, confined to the front entrance. That's kind of weird. But I was more focused... But I was more traumatized and just focused on the fact that the bird turned out to be a living, breathing entity that could actually... That is created through some genetic mad science BS. Like, that's what I was more scared about. And more hyper-focused and fixated on because, well, look what I just witnessed. But now that I hear that a second time, now I hear was confined to the front entrance a second time, that just raises major alarm bells in my head. Because, for one thing, he was far from confined. Like, you know, again, his server base... Like, not only are his servers in a different part of the facility, but Rambly's entire, like, database stretches over the entire park. Like, he has access to everything. Combine that with the fact that he's probably one of the most powerful supercomputers ever made, at least in this universe. And yeah, there's something that doesn't add up there. So either Supercomputer Boy is not telling us the truth, which is very likely given what we've seen from him. Like, he knows a lot more about what's going on than he's letting on. But he's willingly withholding information, either to protect us or to do something else. Or he's, like, you know, being threatened to not speak out. Like, that could also be a possibility. But honestly, I think he's withholding information for good reasons.
Whoa, where'd you get that? Brambleberries are my favorite! Oh, if only I could jump out of the screen and take a big bite. Don't eat it! Maybe I'll be able to one day!
Huh.
I don't get why we even have those. And why do they only make one of Lloyd? Is it because he's the loudest? I can be loud too! Where's my limited edition throwback plush? Where's Molly's? Where's Finley's? Give this mistake to a child and they'll cry.
Notice how he started glitching there. Again, I definitely think he's under the influence of the spiteful Rambly who killed everyone and brought the entire park down. Like, I think that Rambly is, like, influencing our Rambly. Like, he's influencing the supercomputer AI Rambly.
You found my buddy Finley. You know, he's really shy. Like, too shy. Like, obnoxiously shy. But he's got a good heart. I hope you get to meet him someday.
Oh, we'll probably meet him in Chapter 2. Yeah, Rambly Raccoon, yep.
Wow, you made it to Oceanic Odyssey. You're doing a great job, Rookie Wrangler.
Hell yeah!
You'll find a potpourri of porpoises, pickerels, and perches as far as the eye can see. But please don't tap the glass. Never really know what lies beneath the surface.
There he is! There's Finley! And that was the last big secret.
Do you need a moment? Don't worry, it's fine. I don't blame you for taking a rest after all that. Heck, I could go for a nice, relaxing defragmentation myself. But before you settle down, you up for a little survey to help us improve the park? Thanks for visiting Indigo Park. Hope all your dreams came true. If you've got some time...
We're not gonna sit through the entire credit sequence again. Like, we could, but I don't know. I just... You know, we've already done that once, so... Even though there are some secrets there, too. Like, but they're not really, like, that big. Like, he does say something about all of his friends being reunited again. Which is very interesting, because here's the thing. Actually, you know what? Let's listen to the credits.
Hey, buddy. You okay?
Yeah, let's listen to the credits. I'm gonna show you what I mean.
Don't worry, it's fine. I don't blame you for taking a rest after all that. Heck, I could go for a nice, relaxing defragmentation myself. But before you settle down, you up for a little survey to help us improve the park? Thanks for visiting Indigo Park. Hope all your dreams came true. If you've got some time and you're up for a lark, stick around for the Rambly review. I'm here to offer my best to each.
Well, in that case, I have a lot of time, so.
Of happy feedback ensures I get to exist. Let's try it. Were you satisfied with the rides? Yes or no? Were you satisfied with your guide? I sure hope so. Do you plan to come back? Will I see you again? Did your experience convince you to tell a friend about us? Did I earn your trust at Indigo Park?
They earn your trust.
Everything I know this place should be, but out of the dark, you've given a spark of sunshine to this kingdom's faithful devotee. At Indigo Park, more than my remarks are mysteries. Even I don't know what we might find, but fight through the dark, and I'll be your spark of sunshine to get you out of any bind. That is, if you want to keep going. Oh, idea! I know all of this isn't fair to you. It's an awful lot to ask. But here comes Rambly Review Part 2 to sell you on our task.
This song is awesome.
Review and assess each value.
Reminds me of Undertale a bit. Not gonna lie.
You're gonna return. Right. I'm so happy you rode a ride and saw the show. I'm so happy to be your guide. More than you know. So come back anytime.
More than you know. Again, very yeah.
At least I hope I do. At Indigo Park, there is a stark contrast to everything I know this place should be. But out of the dark, you've given a spark of sunshine to this kingdom's faithful devotee. At Indigo Park, more than my remarks are mysteries. Even I don't know what we might find, but fight through the dark, and I'll be your spark of sunshine to get you out of any bind.
Hell yeah.
All my old friends are united again, and I won't feel so left behind.
Notice how it says all of my old friends
See you next time, buddy. Please.
are reunited again. See, that's why I wanted to listen to it in the end. Like, I was like, you know what, I don't really like credit sequences, but oh well, I might go through and just listen to it specifically for that line, which is a huge secret. So, yeah, he wants to say, until all of his friends are united again. Huh? Interesting. Because we just killed one of his friends. So, in other words, that means that there's a second Molly who's walking around here. So, if that's the case, then fucking hell, this is even more. What the fuck? This is even more suspicious than I thought. Like, because then that means that, like, that's just a whole new sinister meaning. That just puts a whole new sinister spin on everything. And here's how that puts a whole new sinister spin on everything. So, if that is the case, then that there we go. Now it's stopped. I don't know why it doesn't stop when you exit the game. That's kind of weird. But yeah, as I was saying, this puts a whole new weird, sinister, dark spin on things, and for good reason. Because then that means then that somebody must have switched out the mascots. Like, there was a lot of, like, underhanded stuff going on behind the scenes at this park. Like, mascot switching out happened, and clearly someone has a very, very bad agenda. Like, this isn't just a case of mascots going rogue, like, Poppy Playtime is. This is a case of, like, there's some human antagonist, and they switched out all the mascots for these feral ones. And there's something they are hiding either beneath the park or within it that they wanted isolated so that they could get to. Like, that's my big thing. But again, I don't know. That's just my general theory of everything that's going on. That's just my my general take on it. Like, who knows? Who knows at this point? That being said, this is definitely 9.3 out 9.3 out of 10 game, and one of the best games that I played in a really long while. I mean, compared to Poppy, there's not too much of it, but nonetheless, I definitely do think that you should I definitely do recommend it, or at least what is there thus far. Like, again, it is still unfinished. There's still a bunch more chapters coming out. Like that wasn't obvious enough. But yeah, it's still unfinished. So I recommend what chapters have released thus far to play. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say. Once again, really great game. Really loved it. Really, one of the better horror games of the year. One of the better ones because anything Garden of Banban is just basically dog shit, and 12 minutes was a completely wasted time. Yeah, Ruin is... we don't talk about Ruin. Original FNAF Security Breach gave me motion sickness. And yeah, so... definitely one of the best horror games I played all year, because Because, yeah. And probably Playtime Chapter 3 I still cannot complete because of issues with my mouse. So, yeah. But needless to say, we did learn some pretty interesting things this stream. Like the plot definitely thickened. Like, it shifted from we can take everything Rambly says verbatim to we gotta be a little bit more careful about Rambly from now on. Because there's obviously layer. Alright. See a boss slice. But yeah. As I was saying. This playthrough has definitely changed our perspectives quite a bit. Like, it went from we can take everything Rambly says verbatim to I can't trust Rambly at all. Like, well, okay, I actually do think we can trust him a bit. Like, there is quite a bit of, like, we can trust him more or less. But that being said, he's up to something. Like, there's definitely some stuff he's hiding from us, and he's not telling us the whole truth. Actually, no, there's a lot of stuff he's hiding from us, and he's not telling us the whole truth at all. Like Indigo Park, I didn't consider it, BioShock level writing, but the more and more I think about it, and the more and more I realize, Rambly is kinda acting a lot like Atlas and or, Frank Fontaine, and is hiding a lot of stuff from us. And, there's a lot of just, like, stuff being hidden from the player and stuff. This game is actually as clever as BioShock. In many different ways. Like, they managed to pull off some BioShock level stuff in this game. And that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. Well done, Unique Geese. Well done. But yeah, very much you can't trust, like, as much as I want to trust that face, as much as I want to trust Rambly, there's definitely some stuff he's not telling us. Actually, no, there's definitely quite a bit he's not telling us. So, yeah, we can't fully trust him, in other words. I definitely think this will be... But again, like Uniki said, he will never turn on us. Which is good. That being said, there's some stuff he's up to. Like, we obviously can't fully trust him. And, it's gonna definitely get way deeper as the game goes on. And I'm honestly excited to see where this game goes. Like, this game is shaping up to be something else entirely. Something we have not seen in Mascot Horror for a very long time. And this will definitely turn into Rambly. This will definitely turn into Oh boy, we're just gonna have to wait and see is all I'm gonna say. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this stream. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Indigo Park is really shaping up to be something else. And the narrative's quite a bit more complex than I was thinking. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that Rambly's not telling us. There's a whole bunch of stuff that is going on behind the scenes. Like, there's... And in one tape, it did mention, like, some people talking about the mascots and how, like, they were going to, like, take their jobs away and stuff. Like, so there's quite a bit of things going on behind the scenes. And it will definitely pan out in a very interesting way. Like, this either has, like, the potential to be, like, a Bioshock level masterpiece, or to basically become the next Venge, which is to say to fail miserably. But so far it's looking more towards the Bioshocky side of things, which is definitely a good thing to see. Definitely good. So, yeah, I'm really excited for what comes next, honestly. I can't wait for Chapter 2. I know it will take a while, but hey. It's the wait that counts. And the thought that counts. And everything else that you get it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So what will I be doing tomorrow? Oh, yeah, tomorrow no stream. No stream. Yeah, tomorrow is pretty much a non-stream day because I got that collab tomorrow, and I don't stream Outlast Trials myself when I'm in the collab. Like, it's just too demanding a game to stream, and it does a lot of wacky stuff to my GPU whenever I try. So, yeah, just very bad situation all around. So yeah, no stream tomorrow. But Saturday we'll probably be beginning the evacuation plans in my Minecraft server, i.e. The war has pretty much devastated the surface, and now we must build a giant ship to get everyone to safety. That's pretty much the subplot we're following right now in the Nightville Prime SMP server. Will definitely turn out very interesting. But yeah, it's gonna be something. It's really gonna be something. So yeah, definitely gonna be something we're gonna be looking forward to in the near future. Is that? In fact, right on Saturday is that. So yeah, that's pretty much our plan for now. And then Sunday, of course, no stream, but that's beside the point. But anywho, I gotta go. I can't stay forever. You pretty much know drill. So, thank you all for watching this small stream. It'll be over for today, night, week, whatever, and I will see ya all on Saturday for more Minecraft. So, yeah, good night, everyone. Stay classy, everyone, and good night. And I will see y'all on Saturday for more Minecraft. So, yeah, see you there, everyone.